Hi everyone, it's Jason.
I'm Beth.
And we are
Happy Tales RV.
Welcome to the channel today. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to do a little bit of RV renovations, little RV DIY if you may. Basically what we are going to do today, and well, I shouldn't say today because I can pretty much guarantee you that this is going to be a multi-day project for us. And that's not because it's hard or difficult, it's just because we're waiting for a certain piece of furniture to arrive. So what we're going to do is we are going to rip up some old carpet that we have on our slide, and it's not too old. Problem is that it's cheap, just like everything in the RV world. They do not spend the money to make it last. We don't really care for the shag and the pile of this carpet, and we kind of went back and forth on should we do carpet, should we do linoleum. So we decided to kind of go back to carpet. Reason being is sound, and in the winter it'll be just a little bit warmer, definitely warmer on your bare feet. So that's kind of why we decided to go that route. Now let me show you why we're changing. This carpet here it just gets matted down real easy. The banding has come off. We've fixed this banding probably about 6 or 7 times. So it's time. And we came up with some nice carpet that we like the color. It'll be a little lighter. It'll help brighten up the area. The next project we're going to do is this dinette table. This dinette table we are going to pull off, and we will rip it down, and we're going to move it over here, and we're going to take that dinette table and it's going to become a counter extension. And one thing that's important in an RV is countertops. You never seem to get enough counter space. This counter space will act as 2 parts. One, obviously a counter when we need it for prep work or what have you, but also when we have company or our kids come over, we can extend that out and give them a additional place to eat. Now, what are we going to do in place of? Well, that is one of the pieces of furniture that we are waiting. We are actually going to change this dinette set, and we're going to turn it 90 degrees so that we can sit and we can look out at these windows and just enjoy the view. Not the view of another camper, but just the view in general. When Beth does work, she's able to work on, looking out the windows and not being so claustrophobic. As you can see right here, we are real close to the recliners. So that'll just open up that whole area. So basically that's what we're going to want to do. We've ordered a nice table that we're going to put in here. I'll show you how we're going to mount that down. Like I said, that'll be an additional video here on next week. And we have this big square box of wood here. And what that is on some models of this beacon, they have an external TV. And that would be the cubby for the TV. We don't have that, so we're going to pull that off. Hopefully that there's only just some steel frame behind there, or maybe even nothing at all. Maybe there's just a little bit of 1x2 banding back there. That's what I'm hoping for. But we'll pull that out. We'll pull the recliners out, and then we'll pull the carpet out. We'll install. We'll kind of do a step-by-step. Granted, this is one model, but this is a very similar floor plan that a lot of RVs carry with the combination of kitchen and living room. So that's kind of why we're doing this video, is to kind of show you how easy it really is to do it. We'll show you how the carpet is mounted to the slide, and that'll be a surprise for you. It's not what you think. But anyway, so we'll go through that, and we'll show you step by step of what we're doing. So let's get our hands dirty and jump into this thing. All right, so we have 6 screws on each side. We are getting ready to pull the last screw. They are countersunk in there. So it's just a matter of getting them out. All right, double check this other side here real quick. And then Beth will slide this guy right out. All right, so Beth, go ahead and lean your side down to the ground. Okay, so I'll bring this guy up, and you can see that we just have, it's better than banding, which I'm kind of surprised with. We have 2 metal struts in there. So that is what the side of this bracket or this box is mounted to. Awesome. We don't have to worry about any modifications. What we'll do is we'll pull those guys out, and then we'll be able to put our table flush up to the wall. So step 1 complete. All right, so the next step we're going to do are the recliners here. These ones are super easy. They are just probably a 90-degree angle to a block of wood and then into the floor. So what we'll do is we'll open the recliners up, and then we'll take the camera down into the underside, and I'll show you where they're screwed in. So basically, we're just going to recline these guys out. Now, key is you don't want to unplug these because we are reclining them. What I'll do is we'll pull the brackets up, and then we'll close the seats back, and then we'll slide it, unplug it, and we're just going to move that forward. We'll set it here into the living room area. So I'll have Beth kind of jump down here real quick with me, and you can see that that bracket right there that the flashlight's on, it's got 2 screws into it, and then it's mounted into the bottom, and then there's 2 screws down into the floor. Don't mind the dog hair. It's another reason why we're getting rid of that. So we are going to pull these screws up, and then we will close it. Well, never mind. They're already out of here. So that makes life a little easier. What I might do is just pull this out. So if you find that you have the same problem that we do right here, to where these screws are already ripped out, I do want to say 2 things about that. Biggest and foremost, do not put a longer screw in. What that'll happen is you're going to end up going through the subfloor of your slide, and then when you bring your slide in, what's going to happen is now that screw is going to just dig all the way through your flooring. That would be very bad. You have 2 options. One option, this is like a number 8. You could go to like a number 12 or number 14 screw. That's just a bigger diameter. This is a 1-inch screw. Don't go any larger than a 1-inch screw, so that will just span out. That'll grab that. You'll have 2 of them in there. The other option you can do is you can drill down and put a bolt up nut on the top. But if you're going to do that, do a carriage bolt for the same reason that it will be a flat surface. You will not mar. You're also going to want to do some sealant on that, just on the bottom of that bolt, just so that no moisture gets into your wood and starts rotting that out. But try the screw first, just not longer, thicker. Okay? All right. So we're going to pull the rest of these out. We'll close this up, we'll slide it over, and then we'll show you everything as it's completely empty. Okay, well, here we go. Presto changeo. And here we go. Slide is completely empty of all furniture. That plastic is just there. They had it underneath the, what are those things called? Recliners, yes. So we're just going to, now we're going to pull up the carpet. We'll show you how that's fastened down. And like I said, it's, be prepared. That's all I gotta say. Be prepared. So what I would recommend is starting in a corner, and you can use pliers. I just use my hands. But how the carpet is put down is 3 million staples. Oh look, 3,000,001. No. So you can see here, staples. We have a whole bunch in the corners. So as you pull it up, you know, it's just going to keep coming, and you'll just have staples. So as you can see, even the underlayment, this is like a Reflectix. This is a small type of insulation. It's not much. They don't put much into these guys. But we will pull all of this out. I'm going to keep these loose for right now because we might have to put the table back in till our like I said, that furniture shows up. So we'll just loosen it up a little bit so that we can get the carpet that is underneath it out from underneath it. So just be prepared that you're going to have a lot of staples, and that's exactly how you're going to put this carpet back in, is staple the crap out of it. So I'll show you when we get to that point of how we're putting this back in, but we're going to keep this, we're going to kind of use this carpet as a template, so that's why I'm not cutting it up in sections yet. Plus we can just roll it up and be done with it. So we're going to rip this guy out real quick. All right, so we have ripped up the carpet down here. As you can see, we just have our reflectives down there. So now we're going to go through, we're going to vacuum all this up, get all the old debris and stuff that's naturally in the carpet, try to get that all freshened up. You can see that we have the Teflon slide down here. We'll clean all of this up and kind of pull up any residue before we put down the new carpet. All right, so you saw us rip it out. We took it outside and we cut our new carpet. I can't talk. Cut our new carpet, and here we go. As you can see, it's a much lighter color, and we have the little wings. Now, disclaimer, I did take off the T-molding on the side of the slide just so I could get that under there, since it's a new carpet. As you can tell, it's a much tighter pile. So ours just had 6 screws, as you can kind of see, like right here, hanging out, top, bottom, and middle. And we have aluminum studs for our walls. So again, that is a little different than most, but all of these T-moldings do come off, whether it's inside or outside. You just have to figure it out. Usually there is a beauty cover that goes over it, like ours is wood. Just popped right off. They came off. I believe on the Solitude they were just stapled, so we just pried them off, they were actually brad nails, and we tapped the brad nails off, put the brad nails back on. When we pulled those off and put decorative wood trim, we just changed it out because we didn't like it. But that's a different story. For this guy, we just pulled all this stuff out, and we'll staple this guy all back in. We'll kind of show you how we do that, and it's, again, just like what we pulled up, 3 million in one. I might do 2,938,000. Just a little, save some money. Just joking. But you'll see that we'll put a lot of staples back into this floor to hold this tight. So one thing I will do is, you'll notice that we have a little lip here on the edge of the carpet. We'll use a putty knife. We'll push that down. We are going to start from this side, and then we're going to work our way back here, making sure that we're square in. And you can see that this matches a lot nicer. We are putting a different style banding. We were going to sew and fabric glue the banding, and that is the edge of the carpet so that it doesn't get frayed and dogs don't get on it and stuff of that nature. So we'll put a different banding on, and we'll show you that on probably part 2 of this video. Alrighty, let's go. You will run out of staples, so have plenty of staples. So you'll see that there is, I'll bring the camera over. Sorry about the jittery. You'll see that there's little indentations here and here. There. And those are obviously from your staples. But I want to show you, Beth will grab the vacuum and she'll just hit that little part that I just went up, and it'll pull up, you know, all these spots. The reason I'm putting a lot here is because that's where the dining tables will, or the chairs will be. So the chairs will be in and out, and it'll just cause, we don't want it to get ripped up. So over time, all those dimples, you know, you'll still see them occasionally, but you can just feather over them and they will disappear. So don't worry about it, but that is the preferred way of putting these carpets down in these slides. And so we'll go back to finishing this guy out. All right, so this is the finalized carpet. We do have some banding that's coming in that we will be waiting on. So again, the next video we'll pull this guy out and we'll show you what we do there. But as far as the carpet installation, that's what it is. It matches much better, and you know, it works for us. So if you've got any questions, let us know. Hit us down in the comment section. If not, we'll see you guys for part 2 next week. Bye-bye.